After studying 1,000 Amazon sellers, I found the biggest profit killer, and most sellers never even spot this. And the surprising thing, it is not your ads or your product, it is simply that your listing isn't good enough. And I have used this insight to help dozens turn struggling listing into bestsellers overnight. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to spot and fix this invisible blocker instantly, so you can unlock your product's true profit. Oh, by the way, my name is Alan. I've been selling on Amazon for over 5 years now. I've done over $5 million in sales, and I have built a team with 7- and 8-figure sellers to help others grow their FBA businesses as well. If your product isn't selling, most people immediately blame their ads or the product that they selected. But what if it's the part where no one talks about, the one you see every single day but never question? Now, imagine walking into a store trying to buy a product. You ask a question and the staff there just mumbles, right? They look half asleep, their clothes are stained, they don't even greet you, and they don't seem to know a single thing about the product you are looking for. Now, would you buy from them? Well, of course not. You would just leave. And that's exactly what's happening when your listing sucks. Now, you might have an amazing product, but if your photos are low quality, your offers are bad, and your descriptions are extremely dry, that's like sending in a clueless salesman to pitch your product 1,000 times a day and expecting it to make you millions of dollars. Well, that's not really going to happen, right? So, how do you know if your listing is actually doing its job? Well, that is what we're going to uncover next. Now, what if there was a number hiding in your dashboard that could tell you in plain numbers whether your listing is the problem? So go on to your Amazon dashboard. You want to go to business report and you want to select detail page sales and traffic. One number matters there, which is the unit session percentage. Now, that means how many people who visited your store actually purchased. Let's say that you went into your business report and you see a 2% conversion rate. Well, that's not just bad. That is like extremely profit killing. It's just taking all of the profits away. Now, depending on the price range and category, conversion rate can vary, but generally speaking, to low and mid-ticket products, if your unit session percentage rate is under 10%, you are likely to have a conversion problem. If it's under 5%, well, that's just in the full-on emergency. You gotta fix your listing as soon as possible because you are bringing so many people into your listing, but your listing isn't convincing them for them to purchase. So now let's actually go in there and fix your listing, because now every change that we make would directly increase the money your products bring in. Think of it like this. If your listing were a real person selling your product on the street, would anyone stop to listen and actually want to buy? So let's start building a version of your listing that actually converts. Number one is fixing your title. Now, Amazon cares a lot about keywords and SEO, but customers care about the readability. So you want to have both on your title. Take a look at this bad title right here. Premium 8-ounce stainless steel water bottle, traveling BPA-free, leak-proof travel spot water bottle. Oh, that's just really bad. Now take a look at this good title here. Stainless steel travel water bottle. 8-ounce, leak-proof, BPA-free. Do you see the difference there? Now, if the title looks like spam, customers are not even going to click into it, they're not going to buy. So you want to make your title simple, skimmable, searchable, SEO optimized as well. Number two, you got to fix your listing images. Now, your main image or your first image gets the click and the rest of them close the sales. So here is what you need. Number one is you need to have an attractive white background hero images, because this is the image that brings in your customers. So make sure that your main images needs to stand out among your competitors. The second thing is your emotional lifestyle images. Now, these will help customers imagining themselves using the product itself, creating a scene of ownership. Having a smiling person using your product could be really, really effective by bringing that emotion in. Then you want to make sure you have infographics included as well, because these are crucial for highlighting your features, your sizings, and all key selling points that appeal to both logic and emotions. That will encourage purchase and increase your conversion rates. And you need to have one product video. Now, if one image equals 1,000 words, imagine what a video can do. So aim for at least 30 seconds for that video. Then you need to also have A+ content. Now, this section lets you showcase more features and share your brand stories, making customers want to be part of your brand experience. Now, Your listing images should feel premium, bright, and believable. So you want to make sure you have no blurry shots. You don't have fake looking Photoshop that making your listing feels cheap, because low quality photos just destroy trust instantly. People are purchasing for your images. Now, if you need help with your listing images, I would recommend noahpixel.com. Now, they build full listing image sets that are both premium and highly convertible. I know products that are generating millions in annual sales are using their services. Now, they're not cheap, but it's definitely worth the investment. And number 3 is you want to make sure that your bullet points and your benefits are clear. Now, most sellers list all the features of their product, and that is a mistake, because features doesn't sell, your benefits do. So ask yourself this: what problem does your product solve? How does it make your customer feel better? Not what kind of special feature it has, what kind of battery it's using, is it lithium, whatever. You want to make sure that you avoid anything technical here as well. So as a simple rule of thumb, keep your bullets simple, emotional, and skimmable. Now imagine that you are presenting it to like a 10-year-old. Instead of saying 20-hour lithium rechargeable battery life, 2.5 ounce weight. Try using this. Lightweight design with all-day battery. Carry it anywhere without worrying about charging. Your bullet points should solve a real customer's problem, so you want to use simple, relatable languages. So you want to talk like a person, like you're talking to a friend, not to a professor or like a lawyer. Number 4, you want to improve your descriptions. So you want to make sure to get visually appealing A+ content with eye-catching graphics and clear product benefits. You want to make sure to use comparison charts if your product is suitable for, and you want to show off features with captions there as well. And perhaps answer any questions before they even ask. Now, let's talk about your offer. Are you overpriced compared to your competitors? If so, do you explain why in your listing? Do you show the premium in your photos, your bullets, or branding? If not, you are just more expensive than your competitor, and that's it. People don't always want the cheapest, but they do need to understand the value. Also, if your product are more expensive, consider adding a 5 to 10% coupon, especially during a launch, because that green coupon badge will drive more clicks. It is a visual bait. So even if it's costing you a little bit, the boost in conversion is well worth it. If your listing is brand new and you have no reviews, or that you have low review stars, you are at an absolute disadvantage compared to your competitors. If you have less than 30 reviews, you want to make sure to use Amazon Vine review program to get your first 30 reviews. Also, turn on Helium 10's review request tool. It will send Amazon official review request email to every customer's automatically. And finally, read your reviews to understand your customers and your reviews better. If your customers say that it runs small, write that in the listing. If you prefer a looser fit, size up. And that will avoid any sort of confusions, and being honest builds trust, and trust builds sales. So you have now rebuilt your salesperson. Now they are trained, they are dressed, they are persuasive, and ready to sell. But here's the real test. After you have fixed your titles, your photos, bullet points, pricing, and reviews, step back and look at your listing like a potential customer. Just simply act like one. So start by searching your product on Amazon. Search that keyword on Amazon. And among all the products available on that page, would you click onto your product? And once you are in your listing, would you buy it? Does it look professional? Can you tell what makes your product better than everyone else's? And do the photos make you want to purchase? If the answer is no at any of them, you want to keep fixing it until it says yes. And do not waste another dime on ads until you fix this problem. So if your conversion rate is low, it's not a failure, but it is an opportunity. You now know how to fix the one thing that quietly destroys profits for most Amazon sellers. You have got the tools, the checklist, and the clarity. So take 30 minutes today and optimize your listing. And it could be the most profitable 30 minutes of your week. And if you want help building a listing that actually converts, Noah Pixel is linked down below. They do full service images, videos, and A+ content that make your products pop. Now that you know how to properly set up your listing optimized for sales, if you have a bad PPC strategy, it is still going to burn your profits to the ground. So watch this next video next, where I will show you how to optimize your PPC for max conversion.